To transcend samsara, we must uproot self-cherishing and self-pride. In this world, some people are not content with mundane life and yearn for higher spiritual states. Thus, they embark on the spiritual path. However, without the opportunity to meet an authentic spiritual teacher and unable to truly comprehend selflessness with their own intelligence, they cling to something else, the existence of a divine or greater self. In essence, they haven't transformed. Since self-grasping remains, the divine or greater self manifests in various forms continuously. Without the guidance of the wisdom of non-self, one is highly prone to going astray. During spiritual practice, when one develops supernatural powers, pride may arise. Although one may have forgotten the notion of the worldly self, at that point, one might firmly cling to a grand and extraordinary self. Attachment to this divine self causes vanity and pride to inflate rapidly. As a result, one may embellish and deify oneself, display supernatural behavior, claim to be a spiritual leader, attract and deceive followers, and make false claims for personal gain. Consequently, they are highly prone to falling into demonic realms. This is how cults emerge. Some Buddhists, with inflated self-cherishing and self-pride, fall into demonic realms and claim, "I am Buddha, I am Avalokiteshvara, I am Kesitigarbha, I am Buddha Shakyamuni, or I am equal to Buddha, I surpass Buddha." Such statements indicate that they are attacked by demons. The Dharma teaches us to eliminate self-grasping, self-cherishing, and self-pride, not to nurture them. We must pay close attention to this point. If we study the Dharma and carefully contemplate the situations of sentient beings in the 6 realms, we will find that some samsaric beings have higher states of existence and richer merit. As long as you stay in samsara, no matter how exalted your state of existence or how abundant your merit, they are not ultimate and cannot send you out of the 3 realms. Through practicing the 10 virtuous deeds or worldly meditative concentrations, one can temporarily suppress various human desires but cannot uproot them. Hence, one remains trapped in the 3 realms. However, if one fails to eradicate the ignorance of self-grasping, one cannot stop the cycle of birth and death. Even if one is reborn in the form or formless realm, one is merely an advanced ordinary being waiting to fall into misery. Whenever and wherever you are in the 3 realms, as long as you cling to the notion of I, you are trapped in samsara. Sentient beings lack freedom and continuously undergo reincarnation. The fundamental driving force behind it is the ignorance that regards the self as truly existent. Without the insight into emptiness, we cannot completely shatter the cause of samsara or sever the root of cyclic existence. In the impermanent, momentary 5 aggregates, we mistakenly believe in the existence of a real self. From then on, innate self-grasping follows us like a shadow. Whether in hell or heaven, self-grasping generates afflictions and creates defiled karma in all times and places. Even if we analyze down to the most subtle level, we cannot find any life activity within the 3 realms that doesn't stem from self-grasping. Therefore, to transcend samsara, we must sever its root, self-grasping. It's like mistaking a colored rope for a real snake in dim light. Recognizing that the rope is not a snake and that there is no snake is like realizing that the 5 aggregates are not the self and that there is no self. The antidote to self-grasping is the wisdom of non-self. Only by realizing the wisdom of non-self and eliminating the attachment and pride to I and mine can one transcend ordinary realms and attain supramundane enlightenment. An enlightened being has eradicated self-grasping and seen the truth of non-self. Without uprooting self-grasping, one cannot be considered a sage. This is the boundary. Those who have perceived the absence of self in persons are sotapannas. Although they haven't completely transcended the cycle of birth and death, they are regarded as sages. Only arhats have fully transcended samsara. Therefore, all Theravada practices revolve around cultivating the wisdom of non-self and eliminating self-cherishing and self-pride. In Theravada's path of accumulation, the most crucial focus is listening to and contemplating the Four Noble Truths: suffering, the origin of suffering, the cessation of suffering, and the path. And the core is the wisdom of non-self. I taught you the courses. All contaminated phenomena are suffering, and all conditioned things are impermanent, to help you experience the three types of suffering. Meditate on impermanence, overcome afflictions, and realize the truth. We must develop an unwavering conviction in the selflessness of persons without any doubt. All other virtuous actions, such as performing good deeds and observing precepts, serve as preliminary practices for cultivating this conviction. Novice Dharma practitioners should cultivate virtues. Observing precepts and practicing concentration are supporting conditions for generating wisdom. Without concentration, the mind is restless like a monkey or a storm, unable to calm down to listen, contemplate, and meditate on the wisdom of non-self. Non-Buddhist practitioners, lacking guidance from a qualified spiritual teacher, cling to the joy of samsaric meditative absorption. They look outward and perceive only meditative states, not the ultimate truth,